meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are birth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
We are live. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Baltimore, get ready. The 6th annual Collective Give is coming Friday, August 9th. So mark your calendars because you will get to donate for 24 hours to some of the best Black-led social change organizations doing incredible work in the city. And I have one of the sisters right here, right now, man. And I've been knowing this sister for a long time, all the way back to Organic Soul Tuesdays. Welcome, Baltimore's own Olu Butterfly of Garden Art Party. Be more. Olu, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
How are you?
I'm so excited to be here, and we do go a ways back, and I'm so happy for the work that you do in this beloved city. You know, I've been vegan since the 90s when everybody was like, "Are you gonna die though?" And I was like, "No." So it's just nice to be in a space where I could see, and I should mention back then the cookbooks had really horrible recipes and everything. So I felt very alone. So now I'm not. I met lots of wonderful people along the way, and it's just so many options. And I've also learned that people who are not vegan can love vegan food. Imagine that.
Exactly. My whole admiration for you is the arts. Because when I was coming into Baltimore, I didn't know what was going on in the city. And I'm coming from New York as a night club promoter and talent show producer, comedy show producer. So yeah, so when Greg took me, my husband, Gregory Brown, owner of the Land of Kush, Vegan Soul Bistro, award-winning, took me to Eden's Lounge. I was like, yes, they got it coded down. I was like so happy. And you were so like beautiful and goddess-like. And you were doing your thing up there on the stage with the band. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is my new hometown. I was loving it. But folks, we're not here to talk about that today. We are here to talk about Collective Give. And I want to share what Collective Give is. I interviewed the founder of Collective Give last year when they were doing their 5th Collective Give campaign. If you give me one moment, I will bring on a small clip of what Collective Give is. And here we go, Mr. Jamie Wooten. What is Collectively, and why is this Collective Give campaign so important for Black grassroots organizations in Baltimore?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. We launched Collectively in 2019 to be a resource for those that seek to find, fund, and partner with Black-led social change organizations. Nationally, Black-led organizations only receive about 2% of the $60 billion of foundation funding. August is Black Philanthropy Month, as well as Black Business Month. And so we thought this was a great time to really highlight and amplify and mobilize resources for Black-led organizations. So,
and I love this work because all of this makes me feel not alone.
Exactly.
That's collective.
Exactly. So you hear that, right, folks? You hear that Black-led organizations don't get nearly as much as other organizations, but we are out here doing the work. So shout out to Jamie Wooten of Collectively. And if you want to find out more about Collectively, I'm going to put a link in the chat so you can go back to my full interview with Jamie Wooten on creating Black-led and Black-owned ecosystems through his organization collectively. And it's an amazing, incredible story. He's doing incredible work in the city of Baltimore. So Olu, let's talk about what you're doing. You got Garden Art Party Be More. Let me share the Instagram page on that, and then you can talk to us about how that started and what do you need? What are we doing here?
I'm so glad that you started with Organic Soul, because this is a little bit of Organic Soul outside. I've done a lot of installations. I've actually thrown almost 700 events in Baltimore City. And but this is like my baby in that, you know, I love Artscape. I love the festivals I've been able to be a part of, but I wanted to bring the art to the community. And so, and then to tie it in with just like who we are and how we do things. So the Garden Art Party is about the culture and agriculture. And we basically throw a party at different established community gardens around the city. I call it like a holistic Black party. We're doing everything there. It's great food. The food is based on the garden, and people find themselves eating food that they would not normally and loving it. We get together, it's a DJ, we're dancing, we're gardening, we're making things. It's a chance to learn things. What I learned during the pandemic is a lot of our young people feel really cheated. There's a lot of our traditions that were not handed down to them, and you'd be surprised, they're actually interested in it. And so this is an opportunity to learn how to do things with plants. We play with plants, basically. It's a little bit of everything. And we expose people to these amazing enclaves that are in our city. In this urban setting, you have people with ducks and chickens and funny looking birds. And you have people with, you have people doing, just amazing things. They're stewards, and a lot of these community gardens are based on a lot of the community gardens are based on reclaimed land that were from vacants, and the vacants people work to make the land viable. You have to detoxify and they so what we are is a voice. We just we're ambassadors. So there's a lot of people who live around these community gardens where you're getting the best food, like better than Whole Foods. This lettuce didn't come from 5 different places. It came from here. These are organic, they're heirloom, they're diverse crops, and they're super fresh. And you have the opportunity to get food right in your neighborhood in this basically communal land. And so we help people to discover their own neighborhoods. So we've been to different community gardens. We're talking about Park Heights Plantation.
Oh, nice. I love them over there. They're
Yeah.
amazing. I was over there several times covering them live. Like, they have a great urban garden over in that. Man, I love those guys over there.
So what we're doing is just we're bringing the party. Like, in other words, we're introducing new people to, like, these people are already doing the work. And I'm into not reinventing the wheel. Everybody feels like they have to do their own thing. No, what we're literally doing is bringing our talents, resources, and what we know to do, and the culture. Culture is a part of the solution. It's not just one thing or another. So you could come up with some amazing building or app, but if it doesn't integrate with how people really live and how they are and how they love and how they respond and reflect them back to themselves, you might as well not have done it, right? In some instances. So the culture part is a key part to how we move forward. So that's what Garden Art Party is. It's part of a wave of thinking differently, like bringing the culture. Our problem solving must involve culture. We come from a tradition of growers and doers. And so, yes, Park Heights Plantation, shout out to them forever. Strength to Love 2 is in Sandtown. Our community garden is in Sandtown. White Lock Community Farm is over west. And the next one we're doing is at Victorine Q Adams, which is also west. We're going to get east next year for sure. But we've just been doing this one step at a time. And it has really been giving what we were hoping it was giving.
Awesome.
People are coming, the babies get to be free. It's rain or shine. So I'm going to say that people have more fun in the rain because people don't usually allow themselves to be out and to be free. And I'm like, let that baby loose. They won't be in the mud a little
Right,
bit.
exactly.
Enjoy themselves. We always have some kind of shelter, so you get to engage how you want to. But you'd be surprised. I'm talking about grown men frolicking. They're like, when's the last time we've been out in the rain together with the DJ playing? We just have a good time on the grounds of these community gardens. And our hope is that people really get it, that through interdependence, you know, they can reconnect to something that is really important, which is food. It is really important. Eating is so important. It's who you are, it's what you made out of, but also access to food is how people are controlled. And and land is a big story of struggle, colonialism, and more. So these are spaces that have been reclaimed to feed the people. What is a better story than that? So we're just here to celebrate that and enjoy ourselves and connect more people to it. That's what the Garden Art Party is about.
And with the Cllctivgive, is your organization going to be a part of the 24-hour fundraising initiative brought on by this campaign on August 9th?
We absolutely are going to be part of this historical event. I think that it is, it's fabulous. So I've been an observer I've been participating actively with Cllctively. I would say, you know, since their early days, they've made so much impact in a short amount of time, but so I'm excited to be a part of this effort. And I'm excited that we're having conversations we didn't used to have, which was I've been, you know, doing nonprofit work for a very long time in the city. And we might present in the same space as other entities, and we would be overlooked because I felt like there was bias about, you know, how about whether we were capable, about whether, and meanwhile, we're the people who make a miracle with $2. Every day we're doing amazing things with the least amount of resources. Why wouldn't you, you know, support that? And so I was experiencing that bias where we were overlooked because we were Black-led, you know, and other people who were doing similar work or, you know, just related work, they're, you know, getting all the looks and the resources from the same entities and the same circles.
Right.
And so I love that this space has been made. I love that he's collected it together, that he has brought it to the forefront and that conversation to the forefront. Like, hey, look at these people. Do you see all this excellence? Yeah, it's worth $1. Come on, y'all.
All I can say is my Black Veg Society is definitely engaged and will be engaging heavily in the Cllctivgive campaign. And this will probably be our 3rd year doing this since they started. So I know we didn't catch them in the beginning. I was just learning about them through one of our board members, Crystal Foreman. And then that's when I went on and interviewed Jamie Wooten about what he was doing, because it's an amazing story. And when you're thinking of the community coming together collectively and raising money collectively, and this year they're trying to raise $2 million. Last year they raised $1 million collectively across all of these organizations. So this year they're working to double it. Here are a lot of the organizations that have signed up, and there's still room for more. So I put the link in the comments. If you are a Black-led social change organization based in Baltimore, this is only for Baltimore. And here you go. Black Veg Society is right there. You owe it to yourself to register and join this campaign. And if you do not have an organization at all, but you are interested in any of the organizations listed on the Cllctivgive website, you can fundraise for them. As you can see, there's a button there, fundraise. You can become an advocate. And what do they call influencer, ambassador, whatever term you want to use for it, you can fundraise for that particular organization. So it's going to be an amazing time. I understand there's a lot of partying and things that are going to be going on. They have the Black Business Quest that's going to be starting on August 7th. So much to come. Here's more information. You want to save to donate, start saving now for August 9th. Join us. Join Cllctivgive for 24 hours of giving Black with support to these social change organizations that are listed on this site. They're going to paint the city purple. I'm going to pick up my t-shirt. There's a bunch of t-shirts that will be flooding the city to help raise awareness and funds. So t-shirts are still on sale. There'll be a QR code in the back of the t-shirt. So people walking around and people seeing these, you can scan the QR code to find out what's going on. And you can also join us in person. So give Black in person at Made in Black, Black and Social, and Studio Black for one of the events hosted by their fundraising organization. So you'll be able to personally go down to Made in Black, Black and Social, and Studio Black to support the initiative in person. I love what they have done this year for this campaign. This is going to be amazing, and I am gearing up. Olu, please, what more do you want to talk about with this Cllctivgive initiative?
Well, I was just going to use us as an example. So we're both involved in the campaign, and here we are together. So what I think is unique is not it. I was very surprised when I came into certain circles and I realized that they thought about things competitively. You're trying to do something and I'm trying to do something, and me, I'm like, yeah, we're trying to do the same thing. It's great.
Talk about what happened yesterday. How did this? Yeah, you should say what happened yesterday.
Right. So like the idea that like we're trying to do the similar things, and that means that we're enemies or we're like fighting each other as a competition, it's just like foreign to me. And I'm just so grateful for a space where it's like, no, like this is a space where it's like all of these are going to win. Everybody is going to win, and we win by working together. And I really feel like that I'm such an advocate of community. So this all is in alignment with like how I feel about things. So yes, both of us, Garden Party and Black Vet Society are two of the many organizations that you could donate to. And we are all here for the party and for the effort.
Olu's being modest. Everyone knows in the city I am a collaborator. I love collaborating. I'm only one person, though. I can only collaborate with as many people that I can possibly, deal with. Olu calls me yesterday and says she wants to collaborate on this. So I'm assuming it was the Cllctivgive or it was the Garden Party or both. It really didn't matter because Olu already knows that you got my number. You need to call me. I told her I was already engaged with the Cllctivgive because we have a nonprofit. So I was assuming Olu wanted me to help with fundraising. And I said, well, we already have Black Veg in there, and I'm not sure, how that could work. Can we do the cross fundraising? Maybe we can. I went to the trainings. Maybe I didn't listen, but I came up with this idea of why don't we just go on the show, talk about Cllctivgive, and promote it collectively. That's how you do that collaboration. You know what I'm saying? So we just do this together. And that's how it has to be. Yes, this competitive mindset is what really keeps people behind. I can prove to you 3 and 4 projects that I've worked on already that collaboration is the way to go. One of them being the biggest collaboration that I've done in the city, Vegan Soul Fest, that's been running since 2014. And the next one is Maryland Vegan Restaurant Month that's been running since 2017. We just finished up a Children's Veg Fest this year. And it's coming back next year. So collaboration is key. There are power numbers and there's power in working with people, our Black, beautiful God and goddess people. So it really is important. Put away that competitive mindset and let's band together. There's a lot, there's too much going on in this city to be thinking so narrow and poverty mindish. We are living in it, we are surrounded by it, but we don't have to think like we can lift ourselves out of this by thinking, redefining our mind and thinking a different way. What do you think about that, Olu?
Yes, I mean, a lot of Baltimore's woes are from hoarding, which is a poverty mindset. You can have a lot of things and still have a poverty mindset. That's what people don't know and don't understand. So Baltimore suffers because of hoarding, but that's a whole set of work, social justice. But social justice looks like this: it's building, it's joyful. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here for that joyful building, social justice work. I'm here for that decolonization, which looks like doing things the way our ancestors did it. We bartered, we traded, we built together. Listen, today it's my turn. All the kids come to my garden, my farm, and harvest. And tomorrow we'll go to yours, and it will be done quickly and beautifully, as opposed to I'm doing my own and good luck with you over there. Who wants to live like that? So the garden art party was actually born out of that. Like, why are we doing things by ourselves in silos? Like, even when we think of farming in the US, we think of like the nuclear family, like a man and a woman and I don't know, maybe some kids and a dog. But it's like, that's not how indigenous people farmed. And so like, just even, it's like, this is how I protest. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting in the streets with your body. I protest by building what I know should be the case. I'm from an original people. I'm Gullah, and that also means that I'm all these other things as well. I'm Congolese, Angolan. I'm from the Mali Empire. I'm from an original culture that came way before all of this stuff that we see here. So there's no need to hoard. We build great things by coming together. So that's what Collective Give is about, and that's what this conversation is about.
And I'm glad you're mentioning that, because this gives the viewers an idea of the type of people that are within these Black-led social change organizations. A lot of times when you're talking to people, it's a lot of corporate talk in these nonprofit charitable organizations. When you're talking with grassroots organizations, it's a different conversation, and it's the conversation that you're having. Like the feet on the ground, the hands in the soil, not just photo op opportunities and all of this, whatever. Are you out there doing the work, or are you writing a grant and giving 1% of what you've collected from that grant to the grassroots organizations? Because that's what goes on. I know all about it. That's what goes on.
They take our story. We can't even use our own story because they already used it. You were supposed to have a community rec center, and now you don't. And I can't get one because you already took our story. It's
exactly. Exactly. Folks, Collective Give, Baltimore, August 9th. You're listening to Olu Butterfly of Garden Art Party, Be More, and you're listening to Naijha Wright Brown of Black Vet Society, two folks that are engaged, two organizations that are engaged in the Collective Give campaign coming up August 9th. So again, it's really simple. All you have to do is mark your calendars, August 9th, put the Collective Give website in your notes so that at midnight, yes, and it starts at midnight on August 9th, all the way through to 11:59 that day, choose an organization or organizations, because you don't have to just support one. You can support many on that platform and give to Black. Like Jamie said, August is this Black month of giving and business and all of this type of support. We're screaming reparations. If you want to be involved with that, let's start here. Give back to Black, okay? Hashtag We Give Black. Save the date, donate, get a t-shirt, paint the city purple. We want to see everyone collectively campaigning for this. This is the biggest fundraising campaign in Baltimore for Black-led social change organizations. And join collectively at the Cllctivgive party on August 9th. Made in Black, Black in Social, and Studio Black. They are hosting events at these locations, and they are their fundraising organizations. So get involved. Go to cllctivgive.com. What else do we have here? Yes, 24 hours. Oh, yeah, I said that already. The 12 a.m. to 11:59. 6th annual day of giving, August 9th from 12 a.m. to 11:59. 24 hours of fundraising for Black-led organizations in greater Baltimore. So if you really care, you want to show that you care, go to that website, look through all the organizations that are listed. You could reach out to Olu at Garden Art Party Be More if you want to connect with her directly. You're tuning into Naijha Speaks. You can go to naijaspeaks.com to see past interviews. I ask that you follow me at Naijha Speaks _vegan soul on Instagram and Naijha Speaks on Facebook. Naijha Speaks is a project of Black Veg Society. So if you're supporting Black Veg Society, you're supporting this platform where I'm able to bring people on, guests on that are doing all types of things, where we're finding vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Black Veg Society is meeting people where they are on their holistic health, vegan, and plant-based journey. So you can support us at blackvegsociety.org. Olu, it is always a pleasure to see you. Is there anything else that you want to add before we close for this session?
No, just I hope we stay connected. Whether it's through Cllctivgive or please do follow us on Instagram, Garden Art Party Be More. You can go to gardenartparty.com. We have an event coming up on August 11th and another event on October 4th. So we do hope to see you out and about. We have a potluck, and I'm saying that because if you just come and bring a little bit to the table, we all feast, and that is the metaphor. That's the metaphor. Everything is a co-op. Everything's a potluck. Bring your best dish. You don't have to make a massive dish. Just bring your contribution in your best way and add it to the pot, add it to the spread, and we all going to eat.
I love it. I'm just making sure I put your link in the comments so people can get access to the Instagram. Olu, it is a pleasure. Please do what you do. Reach out if you need anything, and I'm going to mark my calendar for August 11th because I am going to the Garden Art Party. And until we see each other again, please stay well, stay blessed, and everyone out there, go to Cllctivgive now. Go to cllctivgive.com. Choose an organization or organizations that you'd like to support on August 9th. Get familiar with them now because there's a lot of them on there. And please show your support. Give back to Black. And on that note,
I was going to say sign up for the newsletter so that you can be alerted and reminded.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Sign up for the newsletter so you can get all the information on what's taking place. Because, like I said, the Black Business Quest is taking place August 7th, and you're going to want to know about that as well. So stay well, stay blessed. Be safe. Have a good one.